I'm David Renz from TV Movie Germany. Hey Joe, how are you doing there?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
Very good.
Und es geht wieder los.
Yeah, obviously the first film set the bar very high. I remember as a 12-year-old kid, my impression of seeing that movie for the first time on the big screen, and it kind of exemplified what a summer tentpole blockbuster movie should be. Yeah. And obviously set the stage for a lot of films that followed it. So when approaching this film, I knew we'd have to raise the bar ourselves. And I think we accomplished that because of, I thought we might have the ability to capture these aerial sequences in the cockpit sequences for real. On the first film, they shot it at Burbank Airport in a hangar on a gimbal. But you just can't fake the physical forces of what it's like to be in one of these fighter jets. It's very hard to capture the speed, the way the light moves, the terrain. So capturing it for real was something that was obviously the goal. And, we managed to get 6 cameras into the cockpit, which is more than I could have hoped initially. And you see it on the pilots' faces, you see it on Tom's face, you see it on all the actors, what 7.5 Gs feels like. And I feel like as an audience, it's not only something you see, but it's something you feel, that you have an emotional reaction when something's captured for real. It's just your mind knows the difference between something that's fake and something that's real. So, that was a huge part of it. Regarding the visual style, I wanted this film to feel like it was in the Top Gun universe. Just as Maverick's going back to Top Gun, I wanted the audience to feel like we're going back with him. So you definitely feel that from the opening minutes of the film. But once Maverick arrives at that secret test hangar, I think you also see that the movie's going to chart its own path. It's going to take Top Gun in a direction that you've never seen before. We're going to push the envelope technically. We're going to tell a whole new story for Maverick. It's going to be a rite of passage story, but it's going to be a whole new story. We're not going to retread the past in every aspect. And Maverick's going to end up in a different place at the end of this film than he did at the beginning.
Just a little higher. That's perfect. Great camera position.
Thanks to Tom, all the actors are becoming accustomed to the G-forces by all the training that they're doing.
It is aggressive. You can't act that. The distortion in the face. They're pulling 7.5 H's. That's 1,600 pounds of force. I am so proud of them and what they've done. And it is heavy duty.
All right. I'm okay.
Well, we wanted to make sure that people were starting to go back to the theaters, and they have been. You can see by some of the movies that have had huge grosses that people are actually feeling much more comfortable being in a theater. So that's what we waited for. We wanted to make sure that an audience could experience this movie on a big screen. We made it for an audience with a big screen. The sound, the quality. We put these actors in F-18s, but it took 3 months of training them in other planes so they could handle the G-force tolerance. We put them in a prop plane. We put them in an aerobatic prop. We put them in a jet so they could even feel more G-forces. So when they got in the F-18, they were doing 7 Gs. 1 G is your body weight. They were doing 7 times their body weight when they were doing these turns, and they were going up and down. You can see it on their faces. That's not acting. That's the real experience that the audience is getting from our actors.